Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, 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 family. So happy that you've made it today. Today, we're going to do a chakra alignment, chakra balancing healing session, more of a traditional Reiki healing session. And so, I have these wonderful crystals that I'm going to be using during the session, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. And as usual, with your permission, can I say a prayer? Okay. Dear Mother, Father God, and all for our greatest good, the archangels, the Reiki masters, ascended masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Kadumi, please connect us as a community, connect us in our own personal path, allow us to root down and anchor down into the center of the earth, and to connect our heart, our soul, and our being to God so that we may move forward in our next evolutionary path. Let us release any negativity that may come up, and let us release it freely to its next evolutionary path. And I say all of this in the name of I am. Okay, I am family. So wherever you're at, just go ahead and relax. You can close your eyes. Just warming my hands to start. Just warming. Just breathe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Breathe. Exhale. Final breath. Exhale. Beautiful. We're going to take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath. Inhale. Exhale. Continue to breathe on your own. Just relaxing, connecting into your higher self, and being in a meditative state. Continue to breathe. Continue to breathe. Just use some traditional Zui Reiki symbols in order to activate our energy so that we may be doing some pushing in, some pulling out, moving stagnant energy, pulling it out of the body, putting more energy in, and just allowing the energy to be intelligent so that it can go wherever it needs to go. So today I'm going to just be using some agate. This is also an agate slate here. So I'm going to start at the root chakra. And I have this timer to let you know how long we're going to sit at each chakra. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in. Starting at the root, the base, we're going to take a deep breath in, filling up. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath. Inhale. Exhale. Pushing the energy in, taking it out. Continue to breathe here. Rooting yourself down into the earth, allowing the earth to neutralize those electrons around your body. So if you're feeling any sensations of negativity in your life, or feeling like you just want to let something go, allow that energy to move down and root you down so that nothing can knock you over. Continue to breathe here. Releasing, letting go. Releasing, letting go. Breathing there. Just allowing it to be free. Allowing it to be free. Releasing your root chakra. Anchoring to breathe, scooping away anything that's taking out, releasing that, pulling away at the root, releasing at the root, so that you can clear up a space. God, please connect us to our root chakra so that we may dig down deeply, so that we feel the nutrients from the soil, and that we can feed the rest of our chakras, the rest of our body, our life, and our life purpose. Please allow us to be anchored and rooted down in feelings of wholeness. Please allow us a connection with you, the divine, or whatever it is that feels most comfortable in our hearts, so that we may connect to it, and that we know that we are not alone, that we are love, and that we are loved. Please allow us to be pillars in our community, whether that be a community of one person, ourselves, or a community of whole. Please allow us to exude love, compassion, and forgiveness, and most importantly, to anchor down and to root down in our own compassion and our forgiveness to ourselves. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I release, I release, I release, I release, I let go, I let go, I let go, I let go, I let go. Ashe, ashe, ashe. It is what it is. I am, I am, I am. Okay, beautiful. Okay, continue to breathe here. Now we're going to move on up to our sacrum. Now this is the place of our reproduction. This is the place of our productivity. This is the place of our sacredness, our balance, and everything here is about regulating our hormones, regulating our actual creative center. And we're pulling that energy up from the root, and we're allowing it to exist here. So let's go ahead and pull that energy up, feeling wholeness, feeling oneness, feeling it all. A couple more breaths, 2 more, filling it up. We're pulling it up now from the root, filling it up into our body. Good job. 1 more breath. We got to practice pulling this energy up. Okay. Now, allowing the energy to flow there, or to pull the energy out, or to move the stagnant energy there. Continue to breathe. Finding peace. And finding that mechanism of drawing up, drawing that energy up. Finding space there. Remembering to breathe. Moving out, moving anything out. Cleansing out your aura. Cleansing out your aura. Your layers, your auric field. Moving things out. Moving it 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 out. Good job. 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 God, please allow us to draw the energy up from the root to the sacrum, a place of reproductivity, whether that is a actual physical child or our creative babies. Please allow us to root down deeply so that we have the proper nourishment, the deep down water, so that we can bring these babies to life, so that we can regulate our hormonal system, our endocrine system, and anything that we need to feel balanced and to feel creative, to feel like we are of purpose in this life and that we are connected to our divine purpose. And I say all of this in the name of I am, to release anything holding us back and allowing it to be released, to let go and no longer take up unnecessary space. And I say all of this in the name of I am. Amen. A couple more breaths here. Okay. Now up to our solar plexus, our place of confidence. You can use our agate here, placing it right here. a couple breaths in and out. Allowing your shoulders to melt away from your ears. Allowing yourself to be 100% peace, 100% love and gratitude and understanding. And exhale. You start by being love, gratitude, peace, compassion to yourself. And then once you are overflowing there, you allow that overflow to be given to the community around you. Continue to breathe. Okay. You can still visualize this agate. Putting our hands, drawing out, pushing in, drawing out, pushing in, drawing out, pushing in. Practice moving that energy up from the root, from the sacrum to the solar plexus, and practice pushing that energy back down from the solar plexus, sacrum into the root. A gesture of consciousness, a gesture of manifesting. It is a cycle, allowing the air to come up, go down, come up, go down. You're manifesting. This is a place of confidence where you're taking those creative ideas, those physical babies, and you're pushing it onto your actual purpose. You're connecting it with your deeper path. Not every idea is the idea that we want to run with. So this is really the stage where we determine what one idea we want to go with. Instead of having so many, just choose one. This can be the same for children too. Instead of having all of these ideas of what you want your kids to be, just choose one thing to focus on and allow them to choose the rest of their life. That's all you can really do. Final breath. Please allow us to release any fear, any misunderstanding of power. Please allow our power to be rooted down, anchored down into something deep, something great, something loving, and something whole. And allow us to have true confidence. True confidence comes from the soul, from the purpose, and from you. Please, God, allow us to be anchored down in our root, pulling up from our sacrum to our solar plexus, and then pushing that energy back down, a gesture of manifesting to our sacrum and to our root. Allowing this connection to go up and down and to feel whole in ourselves. And I say all of this in the name of I am, I am, I am. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay, good job, good job. We're pulling up and we're pushing back down. And really taking this moment to connect our lower chakras. Now we're moving up to that center, which is our heart. Just take a couple of deep breaths there, filling that out. God, please connect us to our higher purpose and to our higher selves. Please move that energy from our solar plexus up into our heart so that we may do good in our community. We may do good in our heart, that we are connected to our soul, that we are open to our path, that we forgive and we let go of any hurt, any pain, that we are vulnerable to our purpose, but we do not put ourselves in positions of harm, both physically and emotionally, and that we are anchored down in our boundaries, that we have a strong foundation, that we have a strong environment around us, and that if we do not, we take steps each day to move us forward in the right path. And I say all of this in the name of I am. Opening up the heart, releasing, releasing. Allowing the heart to be understanding, to be compassion, to connect us to our purpose, to give us wisdom, to give us hope, to allow us to journey forward, to allow us to release, to relax, and to let go, to move out any of that emotional muck or your experiences from the past you need to let go. Just let go of them. They have no more space here. And you only have space for your highest good, your purpose, and your path. Continue to breathe here. You are love, wisdom, patience, and understanding. Repeat after myself. I am love. I am loved. I love myself. I am love. I am loved. I love myself. I am love. I am loved. I love myself. I am love. I am loved. I love myself. I am love. I am loved. I love myself. I am love. I am loved. I love myself. I am love. I am loved. I love myself. I am. I am. Good job. Good job. Moving now up to the throat, the space of communication that we speak our truth, and we speak it, especially during this time of speaking out for injustice. If you see things and you want to be a champion for what you feel like is right, take a couple of moments to just free this area of the throat right there, to let it go. Just free it out. Take a couple breaths here. Pulling anything out, especially if you've remained silent, to have the courage to move forward, to say, to speak. You are love. You are life. You are everything. Say, I speak my truth. I speak my truth. I'm anchored down in protection. I speak my truth. I'm anchored down in a divine protection. I speak my truth. I'm anchored down in a divine protection. I speak my truth. I'm anchored down in the divine. I speak my truth. I'm anchored down in the divine. I speak my truth. I'm anchored down in the divine. I speak my truth. I'm anchored down in the divine. I speak my truth. I'm anchored down in the divine. I speak my truth. God, please release this area of the throat so that we may speak our truth. Please allow it also to regulate any of the endocrine system, the thyroid system, and the lymph nodes so that we may be able to regulate our hormones as well as to be free from sickness and allow the drainage of our lymph nodes. Please allow us to be an open channel for our purpose, our light and love, compassion to ourselves and to others, to speak up for injustice and to know that we have a divine protection, connecting us to others and pushing forward to our higher purpose and the higher purpose of others. I say all of this in the name of I am, I am, I am. I say. Boom. We're all done. We're going to move it now to the brow chakra. So it's going to be right there. So just go ahead and relax. Pull out your path so that you can see it. 2 more breaths here. Pulling out your path. Final breath. Okay. God, please connect us to our intrinsic power, our wisdom, our foresight. Please allow us to have the vision to see our future. Please allow us to stay strong and firm in our path so that we do not deviate our path because of others requiring us to do so, or us thinking of others requiring us to do so. Please allow our path to be clear, connected to our purpose, and allow us to release any fear of the past, any negativity, and to feel whole. And if there are moments that we feel discomfort, that we allow them to come up and to come out. But we do not allow those feelings to be a deterrent for our path, because we are connected to our purpose, we see our future, and we're going to walk right through. And I say all of that in the name of I am, I am, I am, I am. Amen. Okay. Moving up now to the crown, right here on the top of our head. Okay. Good job. Could you take a couple breaths? I'm going to just pull out that connection to your higher self so you can have some wisdom. This is our macro view. This is how we see the world. This is our karmic lineage. This shows us our path. We understand how even the bad things are connected to a higher understanding, a higher purpose. There are more opportunities to choose a higher vibrational path when it is so easy and understandable to choose a lower one. Let's connect to our crown, allowing this to live there. God, please connect us to our higher purpose so that we understand why we have gone through all that we have gone through. Please allow us a gesture of pulling up the energy from the root to the sacrum, solar plexus, the heart to the throat, from the brow to the crown. A gesture of consciousness and pulling the energy and wisdom down from the crown, the brow, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacrum, and the root. A gesture of manifesting that we have all our needs, that we are connected to our purpose, that we release the fear, and that we are able to walk through anything that comes up, that we don't allow obstacles to be a deterrent, but yet an opportunity to move forward. And I say all of this in the name of I am, I am, I am. Amen. I am, I am, I am. So let's take 2 breaths, pulling up, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good job, good job, good job. You did a great job today. So I'm just going to take a couple moments to talk about this new thing I got. And when I travel, I always try to pick something up. Last time I traveled a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I was in Seattle, and I got us this cute little agate slate. And I talked about I was going to present it. So if you saw me when we did our live session last week, I brought that out. And then I have a new one. So I just was in Vegas. I came back 2 days ago. And this is what I got. Right here. Copal amber. Okay, so in this, if you understand what amber is when you take the resin. Okay, so trees, you might have seen this kind of like sticky stuff on trees. And so what I've been reading is it's not necessarily the tree sap, but it's this resin that's secreted from trees. Anyway, that resin for hundreds of thousands of years, not million years, begins to harden and it gets darker and it becomes amber. So this resin is in between the phases of becoming full amber and just being that, sticky resin. So if you look very close, you can see little particles in here, and those are actually little bugs. So they got caught in the tree. And so they had quite a few, and they just looked so cool to me. They had some that had a lot in them, and then it was just too much for me. I was like, I don't want to look at that all day. But it's very interesting, very cool. And so my understanding is that this is used for clearing in the way that a clear quartz would be used. It kind of gives me the same kind of vibes as the petrified wood because it is so prehistoric. It has been used traditionally for burning as well, so you burn it during your as incense during your practice. But this is more of what I'm getting energetically is removing your karmic past. So if our soul exists beyond this life and it's, hundreds if not thousands of years old, having something that resembles a time or that began way back when can help us clear any of that karmic issue. And how karmic issues come up in our lives is they might be setbacks that we don't necessarily understand why. You've always had an issue with money, maybe people, things like that. You can use this during your meditation practice. So we're going to close up this session today. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. We're going to channel our Copal amber. Deep breath in. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath. Inhale. Exhale. I release the karma. I am. I am. I am. And I'll see you next time. With so much love, take care of yourself.